Trenton Talks, WIMG 1300, and WPHY Channel 25 are proud to present In the Public Interest. Each week, we explore a new topic of interest for you, the public. We now join our host live from the WIMG studios.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of In the Public Interest, The Other Side with Cairo. I have a very special show that I want to do today. I'm talking about kingdom entrepreneurship. So I have a couple different guests on the show today because I just want to talk about the concept, and I've talked about this before. The Bible says that God gives us the power to get wealth. And so many times in the body of Christ, we want God to just give us money, clear my credit, do a miracle. But that's not what the Bible said he's going to do. He's going to give us the power to get wealth. And in saying that, I believe that he has given each and every one of his children something that we can do, maybe not to make us rich and millionaires, but definitely to be able to sustain us financially. And so my first guest is Kamei Caver. Welcome to The Other Side with Cairo.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming. And so you started, well, first of all, tell us your story, because I was going to say you started your business, but you actually have started several businesses. So tell us how you got to where you are now and what the difference is. Well, just tell us how you got to where you are now, and then I'll ask you a few more questions.
So I was introduced to entrepreneurship through network marketing, and I started way back with the Quick Star, Amway, and Prime America, Prepaid Legal. I've done so many businesses. My last business that I did that I really liked it was a network marketing for credit repair. And it was just, I did a women's seminar. I spoke at that seminar, and it was a panel of women business owners. And the seminar was so powerful, but I walked away dissatisfied with myself.
Wow.
Because I realized, I've been working for this business for years, and I've been getting agents and getting clients, and I have nothing to leave my children.
Wow.
My family. And I had to think about it. I said, with network marketing, they tell you that you have your own business. You have a part of a business,
right,
but technically you're just a professional salesperson for someone else, and there's nothing to leave. You have nothing to leave. So
you mean as far as giving them a business to leave them? Is that what you mean? Okay.
Yeah. Because if you go, everything trickles up.
That's right.
If you're not working anymore, everything trickles up. So it's technically not yours, you know? And I didn't feel that ownership that I desired. It wasn't my own until last June. I made the decision to go independent. And I said, this is something I really have a passion for and I know how to do. I'm just going to have to buckle down and learn the system, learn how credit repair works, and I'll adapt the same concept that the network marketing company was using, and I'll start my own company. So as of June of 2019, I have my own credit repair company, which is KZ Community.
Okay. So now, because before that, you had a job, you were making money. What prompted you to even want to go into business for yourself?
The lack of stability.
Okay.
So I've always said, if my life is going to be turned upside down, it'll be because of me, not because of someone else. But I realized that in the work world, we're disposable. Yeah. And now I'm not the one that believes entrepreneurship is for everyone. Everyone's not meant to be a boss or a business owner. However, that wasn't the route for me. And I still work. I work full time, but I have my business that I'm building on the side, because whether this works out or not, I'm still sustained.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's an important point too, that because a lot of people think that if I'm going to go into my own business, then I'm going to quit my job and just do this full force. And that's not always the way to go. A lot of times I've been listening to a lot of different programs, and for a lot of people, first of all, a lot of people are starting older. I'm seeing a lot of people are starting in their 40s, and some even in their 50s, starting their own businesses, because again, like you say, it's something that they say, this is mine. So that even when the job that I thought I was dependent on dries up or goes away, or I age out, or whatever happens, I still have this. I still have my business.
Yeah, I think it's there's sometimes it's been a understanding of when you start your own business, you just want to go all in.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I made that foolish decision of leaving my job and I'm going to go all in.
Me too.
And the struggles that you have.
Yeah.
But as you mature and you go through, I've been through so many changes when it comes to business. You learn discipline, and actually, I have a friend, and I've helped actually a few friends start businesses this year.
Oh, good! Wow.
Yeah, and
that's a business in and of itself.
It is. So
wow.
I'm gonna start charging y'all.
Right? Seriously, though.
But I helped a few friends start businesses this year, and they had these goals where they wanted to leave. They're like, "Well, we're doing good, Kamei. I'm ready to go." And I says, "No, you stay at your job."
Yeah.
They're like, "But I hate my job."
Yeah.
Well, I understand you're there if you have nothing else to look forward to. But you're building something great on the side. So you should go to work with joy that this is not it for me. I'm using this to fund my dream. I'm using this to help sustain me while I build my empire. And it helps you change your mindset. So then you go to work excited because a lot of people, they've been on their jobs for years or that's it for them. But when God gives you a gift to build something apart from that, it makes it exciting. You enjoy going to work because you got something else you're working on. And it does take up your time. It requires a lot of discipline.
It really does. And I did the same thing. And I wish I kind of quit my job on a whim. Like, I'm tired of this. And on that day, I was like, this is it. This is my last day. And I wish in hindsight, I had just taken a few breaths and thought about it. Because like you say, you can use that job. And I was making a lot of money. I was making good money. But you can use that to then fund what else God has given you, because it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle that I really didn't, in hindsight, I didn't have to struggle. You know what I mean? Where I could have still built what I'm doing and kind of stayed on the job a little bit longer. And that advice right there is worth $1 million in my opinion.
I thought about that as well. Like, gosh, why did I leave that job? And the struggle I had, but now I actually appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot more because my struggles has increased my faith. It has increased my patience.
Absolutely.
And I trust in God like I never trusted Him before because of the times I had to trust in Him. And then it helps me with helping other business owners that's trying to get up and off the ground. I can say, listen, I've been here. I've made that foolish decision, and it's a blessing that God will always, He'll use us to make those foolish decisions so we can help those, so they can avoid those unnecessary trials that we went through. So it's still all work together for our good.
And when you said learning to or building your faith, I know what it means to live by faith. You know what I mean? It's one thing to say that I trust God, I'm living by faith, and you got that steady check coming in, but when that check is not coming in and you don't know when the next check is coming in, then you really it's like, God, you really know that God will supply all your need. And I not to get off on a tangent, but I talk about this all the time because I have experience that we need to understand that when God said He's going to supply our needs, it's not our wants, it's not our greeds, so that and I say this all the time, I may not be living where I want to live, but I got a roof over my head, something to eat. You know what I mean? And so I always had something to wear. So He supplies those things that we need. But we have to learn to trust Him, and we have to learn to sacrifice sometimes those things that we want, and wait on God for when we are there. So, but I want to talk to you because you have a very unique, and I hate to use the word unique because everybody in the kingdom really should have this mindset, but you have a really unique mindset about what your business is about, that it's not just about making money. And so share with us about that.
Well, we're all put here for whatever reason God has us here for. And I've been learning a lot lately about just living our natural life. Sometimes you can get so far in one area that you forget to live that natural life, and He wants us to be able to sustain the life He gave us. He didn't put us here for us to suffer. Now He said we will, but He gives us tools. And what I learned helped me so greatly is that I have a passion for helping others. And it's not the cliche saying, I want to help save the world. But it's just some people are suffering just because of ignorance. And they just don't know. And if God has blessed me with the resources, the talent, and the gift to do this, then why not? Just do that. And even with my business, I mean, I'm grateful for the clients that I have, the business that I have, but I'm comfortable. No, I'm not making hundreds and thousands of dollars, but I'm comfortable. I have no debt. All of my bills are paid. Business is consistent. And sometimes I'm like short. I was like, I need some extra money, but then I get a call. Someone referred me to your company.
Wow.
So it's no longer... God had to get that out of me of chasing it.
Yeah.
You know, and to chase him, seek him in his righteousness.
Right.
And when I did that, even when I decided to step away, now deciding to leave the network marketing company was scary because I was starting my own credit repair, which means I had to stop completely with them because it was a conflict of interest.
Right.
That means there is absolutely no more checks coming my way. And I'm like, if I do this, I literally have no source of income at all. And I just took that leap of faith and I did it. And I started marketing online some. And I was just tired of pushing and pushing and pushing. And I just stopped. And then out of nowhere, I was like rushing. I needed some money. So I said, you know, I'm going to go find another job because I need money. I got to survive. And then I said, you know what, Lord, you said be anxious for nothing. But you did tell me to do this. I know it was you who called me to do this.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking, and I don't want you to lose your train of thought. But that you knew that God was telling you to do this. It wasn't just that you had this great idea. That let me do this and I make some money and I'll help some people. But this is something that you really know that God was telling you to do. I knew
it was him. And I kept going back and forth because I was so afraid of being on my own. Of messing up. This is dealing with people's credit report. I didn't want to mess up. I'm like, if I get bad reviews, I was so afraid. But God told me to do it. So when I did it, and then I'm like looking, where's the next penny going to come from? I had to just stop fighting and say, well, I'm going to just trust you. I'm going to just trust you. I went somewhere one day, someone mentioned about a seminar I had a year ago, and I explained to them that I'm now in business for myself, and then they signed up. They referred tons of people to me.
Oh, wow.
And then it was at the point, because if you guys notice, I haven't even marketed online at all.
And that's why I asked you, are you still doing it? Because
people never stop calling me. And that's what I mean. My faith has increased because I don't even have to do the things the way the world does it. I don't have to market and promote and sell myself so much. And clients call me. And now it's just too much, and then I'm considering, well, I'm going to have to hire someone or train them to do this because it becomes a lot. And now it's like, I really appreciate when I didn't have much business. And I do no marketing at all.
And see, and that's when you